Our road trip across the country talking to voters continues. We actually just got off the highway. We're in a little bit of traffic. We got off the highway in Illinois to get a little Dairy Queen, by the way. The road trip is not so good for the for the diet. A little bit of Illinois trivia for you. The first Dairy Queen is actually in Illinois. But Illinois historically pretty much always goes blue in presidential elections. But it's interesting, if you look at the map of the state, geographically, more of the land is actually red. There's more parts of the state that are red, not the populated areas like Chicago, but the areas where farmers live. And we went out there just to see what they think. What is it like for them as Republicans living in a state that always goes blue? And they told us that many times they just don't feel represented by their politicians. The day starts early around here.
Come here.
For Matt Rush,
this is Blackie. You got to feed Blackie.
It's a way of life.
My grandfather moved to this farm in 1918, and we've been here ever since.
It's endless hard work, but also satisfying.
We farm corn, soybeans, and wheat, and we raise cattle. But what we're most proud of is raising our family on a family farm, you know.
It's a life that couldn't be more different than the big city. But it's those voters, by their sheer number, that control politics in Illinois. And in the small towns and here on the farm, that can be discouraging.
The polls hadn't been closed for 5 minutes maybe. At 7:05 they called the election. We have a vote down here too, and we matter.
Today I'm getting a lesson on driving a combine.
Is that too fast? So you can actually go a little faster.
And also about commodities like soybeans and corn. A lot of what Rush harvests is sent to Mexico, and he thinks important decisions like trade policy also need sunlight in the form of honest, open debate.
It's not good to have one party in charge, because what makes good policy is debate.
Illinois has 17 congressional districts, but despite all this red on the 2020 election map, only 3 of those seats are held by Republicans. So how does that happen? For an explanation, just Google gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering, the practice of manipulating the boundaries of electoral districts to benefit one party or group.
Gerrymandering can lead to a Rorschach test of crazy shapes and funny YouTube videos.
A shower head, a car with wings, one of those old-fashioned hand drill things, a dinosaur, a watering can, the shape on the flag of the Isle of Man.
But to Rush, it's no laughing matter.
This is the district I was referring to that goes from Champaign to Springfield down to East St. Louis. Congressional District 15 is on both sides of that, but they've cut one little sliver out. That's not right. You know, let's be transparent and have equal representation.
And ratchet down the manipulation in politics.
And at the end of the day, I just, you know, I want to hear the facts. I don't like the jargon around it. I just want to hear the facts.
Like so many Americans, Rush works hard, is proud of what he does, and just wants a fair playing field. Because at the end of the day, red or blue, he wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
I think it's God's country. You know, there's a lot of nice places across America, but I'm pretty particular to Southern Illinois.
The Princeton Gerrymandering Project actually rated Illinois as an F when it comes to gerrymandering. And when you look at that map that we showed you in the piece, you can see why. So we're in a little bit of traffic now, but we're going to get back on the highway and our tour across the country continues.